everybody, it's Karen from Wellness Works Northwest. How you doing? Huh? Pretty good? Okay, cool. This time of the year I find that this is the time of the year when I get new clients in, we start talking and everything, things are going okay. And then I ask that question, oh, well, have you had any blood work done? You know, things to check your A1C, check your cholesterol, and all of a sudden, conversation goes, no, or I did, in 1985, it was fine. You know, we tend to forget, if you will. And those things are so important. I know they're a pain. I too complain when I have to go get checks and all that good stuff. But they're so important because when we go in, it allows us to be preventive and it allows us to be our best health advocate, because we really are. While our doctors are doing the best that they can, bless their hearts, they don't know us as well as we know ourselves, and as well as we know our history, our parents' history, Aunt Martha, you know an awful lot, okay? And it's a good thing to get things checked. Now, cholesterol, oh my goodness, that is a mystery one. I've seen people who have been in perfect shape, they're super thin, and their cholesterol is like, whoa, way up there. And they go, what are you talking about? I can't believe that, you know? A lot of times it's hereditary, simple as that. Certain groups are more predisposed to have high cholesterol. It's groovy, don't worry about that. What you want to worry about is getting yourself checked out. Get a nice panel where you can see everything, your A1C, your cholesterol, and they even have other panels for other things that will help you even detect other hormone difficulties, whatever. You want to get those things done because when you do, you feel so much better. You go, whew, I'm doing great. Or if there is something wrong, you can get a plan where you say, great, well, I'm going to come back in 3 months after I implement some lifestyle changes, some better meal plan, work on my stress level, that kind of thing. You could do something about it. Now, cholesterol basically is the fatty substance that's in your blood, okay? All of our blood. And you have your HDL and your LDL, okay? And we don't think about it a lot, like I said. It's kind of like, oh, I'm doing perfect things, I'm eating well and everything, but you want to get it tested, get in there and get it tested. Now, the it's high density lipoprotein, as a matter of fact, and that's considered the good because it takes all of the bad cholesterol away, bam, from the arteries. It's, come here, let's go, bam, and it's taking it out of there. It's kind of like an Uber. So it's taking it right out of there for you. Now the LDL is a little bit different because what it's doing is it can build up on your arteries and cause some plaque. And we don't want that. That's what we don't want. That's when we know things are bad and everything. So we don't want that. It's referred to as clogs. We don't want that at all. So, and of course, there are a lot of meal plans out there that will help you with lowering your cholesterol. It's a process and something you have to continuously do. Okay, so you see it and you go, okay, great, I'm good. I know what I'm going to do. You make yourself a plan, you make it happen, okay? And I got to tell you, I've had several clients that have gone in, got a cholesterol count that they did not care for, did something about it with exercising. Of course, you know that was coming, didn't you? And with exercising and eating better, and woo, those numbers went down. Are you talking about a natural high? Yes, they were just ecstatic, because they did something for themselves. So we're going to kind of help you along that wellness path. We're going to be right there with you just to kind of point out a few pointers. Didn't this happen? Didn't that happen? And keep track of those things for you. That's one of the best things that we do is keep track of what's going on. Because you're busy, you're making things happen. Oh, when was that? Oh my gosh, I guess that was 6 months ago. So we're going to help you fill out those kinds of things. But one of the best things you can do for really bad high cholesterol, you want to, that's right, exercise, exercise. You knew I was going to say that. Now, there are many things you can do for exercising. I mean, there's yoga, there's all kinds of stuff. Or you can simply stay at home and get your own regimen going. Or you can have a regimen going where you go to the gym sometimes, and then you also do some exercising at home. But you got to set it up in your mind. You got to develop a strategy and say, well, I know I need this much. Some people, a couple of times a week is groovy. Some people really feel as though they need to exercise every day. That's groovy. We're all a little different, okay? But when you're at home and you're trying to figure it out, You want to be able to get yourself some equipment eventually. Like I said, you can start with just, you know, milk jugs and all kinds of stuff that you got, towels for resistance. You can do that, okay? And then you might want to get some resistance bands. That's always a good thing to get, okay? And the core is so very important. I know you guys have heard me talk about the core before and how important I feel it is, because no matter what you do, walking, running, whatever, you're going to need to use your core. So a strong core is going to help you. And we found out that a lot of our back problems are due to what? That's right, a weak core. So you can grab yourself a resistance band. There's so many out there, and I try to have a wide variety. I have some bigger ones. I prefer the bigger ones. They just seem to work better for me. But these small ones do work, as a matter of fact. And so I'm going to get on the floor here and show you just a couple of great core exercises. Yay! You want to get on the floor too? Yes, you can do that. Come on, come on, come on, move, move. Yeah, okay. Now you can take these bands. I love it, because you can take these jokers and do all kinds of things with them. Today, I'm going to put it right here. They're very durable. You can kind of put them over here. And normally pretty easy to work. And I'm putting them right here by my knees here. Nice and easy. I'm going to keep that on there. Okay. And then I'm going to do what's called a clamshell. I've done this a few times on the show, as a matter of fact, and people have really liked that. So you're down, just like this, go down. Always go down, nice and easy. Never slam yourself down. That's not good. And I always put my hands right about here, underneath my arms, is how I do it. You can put them different places, that kind of thing. But I normally put them right here where I know where everything is. My feet are flat, okay? I kind of have them up a little bit. And I'm going to go over to my left. I'm going to raise them up. Go over to my left. Nice and easy. Get good things, like a clamshell. And then we're going to push that puppy up. I have some resistance going, and I'm going to go over to the right. Boom! That is a really good exercise to do. Nice and slow, and then come back up. Cool. And then from that position, you can come right back up on your elbows like this. Kind of kick out just a little bit. That resistance is kind of keeping your knees in like they should be. You can feel it right there in your abdominis rectus. Can't spell that, but anyway. Okay, so you're sitting there nice and easy. Got your feet sit there. And then from there, you can come right up. I always enjoyed this one because it's a tabletop, if you will. And you got your hands down just like this, and you're coming up. Nice and easy. And you can feel that. You can feel that with your quad right here, the front of your thighs, your glutes, and of course, last but not least, your abs. Really good. I'm up and I'm squeezing. Releasing. And squeezing. Releasing. And you can do that about 10 times, and then you can repeat. You can go back to your clamshell. You can do this. This is really good stuff. So think about the plan that you'd like to have, okay? And remember, you can just kind of stop and make it happen with these things, do all kinds of creative things with these wonderful bands and stuff. I want you to become proactive. Just because your cholesterol levels may be a little high right now, we can do something about it. Get that test, and let's make this happen, okay? Lower that cholesterol. Yes! You know, I know you can do this. I'm sending you all kind of positive vibes and positive prayers. Woo!